Row 9. Just another quiet passenger, until the pilot's voice broke the silence. Call sign Valkyrie, we need you in the cockpit, now. No one knew the woman they'd ignored was about to save their lives. At 32,000 feet, the cabin lights flickered once. Then again, a nervous hush crept down the aisle as turbulence rocked the plane like a hand shaking a paperweight. An oxygen mask compartment rattled. Then came the voice. Calm, measured, but to those who understood the tone, it carried urgency. Valkyrie, this is Commander Hawk. If you can hear me, we need you. Heads turned. Confused. Searching. Row 9, seat C. A woman, still and silent, slowly raised her eyes. She had boarded like anyone else, clutching a worn canvas tote and an unread paperback. Her jeans were simple, her jacket loose and nondescript, her short hair tucked beneath a baseball cap with no team name. No one noticed the calluses on her palms or the faint white scar that traced her right wrist. They had walked past her, brushed against her, talked over her. Until now, her name was Sarah Quinn. But she hadn't been called that in years. Back when she wore the call sign Valkyrie, she flew Black Ops rescue missions in places the world wasn't allowed to know. Her squad called her the storm wrapped in silence. She never lost a man, even in the worst heat zones. But after the mission that cost her co-pilot's life, she walked away. No medals, no farewell. She bought a farm in Nebraska, taught herself how to fix engines, talked to no one. Until this flight, Flight 827 from Denver to Seattle. She only booked it because her mother had finally agreed to meet her again. Now, in row 9, she felt the cabin lean slightly to the right. The tail fin, unbalanced. The engine's hum, offbeat. The pilot's voice cracked again. Valkyrie, we're an electrical failure. Both systems dropped. Backup navigation is blind. I repeat, we are blind. Something tightened in Sarah's chest, not fear. Memory. She stood. No one stopped her. No one understood what they were seeing. She walked forward, each step measured, her boots tapping like a metronome of fate. The flight attendant moved aside, wordlessly. In the cockpit, the co-pilot blinked. Holy Valkyrie. She said nothing, just slid into the jump seat, eyes scanning the chaotic dashboard. She moved with that quiet, sacred precision only found in those who've known life depends on silence, switches, dials, readings. She breathed in the scent of burnt plastic and cabin pressure and focused. We have 30 minutes of air traffic clearance, the captain said. But no nav, no ground comms. She didn't look at him. We're not crashing today. They didn't question her. Not because she spoke loudly, but because she didn't need to. Sarah rerouted power using an override so buried in the system. Only military pilots even knew it existed. Her fingers flew across the panel, balancing the plane's weight manually, using only horizon markers and gut instinct. Outside, the sky darkened. Clouds closed in. But inside that cockpit, Valkyrie had returned. By the time the plane broke cloud cover, the runway was in sight. The backup beacon caught. Landing was hard, but solid. The passengers gasped in relief as the plane taxied to a halt. No one moved. The crew didn't speak. The co-pilot removed his headset and simply looked at her. You still fly like ghosts. Chase you, he whispered. Sarah stood, adjusted her cap. They always do. She returned to row 9, picked up her bag, and waited. When the cabin door opened, no one had to be told what had happened. The captain stepped out, eyes glassed with disbelief and gratitude. She saved this plane, he said. Her call sign is Valkyrie. Look it up. A silence washed through the plane, deeper than applause, louder than praise. One by one, passengers stood, not to rush off, but to face her. A silent line of respect, like a runway built of people. No one touched her. No one needed to. As Sarah Quinn walked into the jet bridge light, a child in 12A whispered, "She's like a superhero." And somewhere in the silence, a quote was born. True heroes don't need recognition. They only need a reason. Sometimes, the quietest passenger carries the loudest courage. Respect is an ode to the loudest voice, but the strongest silence. Asterisk, there are people around us, every day, carrying invisible scars, wearing ordinary clothes, sitting quietly in row 9. You may never know their past, but when the storm hits, they don't run. They rise. If this story moved you, tell us where you're watching from. Share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe for more stories that honor the silent heroes among us, because sometimes the greatest battles are fought in silence.